Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. The Eternal City embraces this massive sea of blue which has flooded across the Olympico. It's hard to convince yourself there's another team involved. And already we're underway here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. That's a throw.
Bleh.
Romagnoli gets over and intercepts. And now they can clear their lines. Look at the space here. Lewandowski. That's clear cut. It's a free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Just see.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Bruno Fernandes. And Messi! Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, somebody who really has impressed me in many ways is Alessio Romagnoli. I mean, I've watched him since his debut, and every time I see him, he just looks as if he's getting better, whether it's covering or whether using his anticipation. I think at this rate, he could go on to earn a place next to some of the real greats.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Zaccagni. There's the header! The other side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Lucas Vazquez. Now it's Lewandowski. And it's Lewandowski. And that is expertly dealt with.
Lazio clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Lewandowski. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Pellegrini. Lewandowski. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. Tries a shot! Goal! France! And France are in front.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
France have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Lewandowski. Lewandowski! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Romagnoli. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Looking for options for movement. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
God.
France have a free kick. It's just beyond his reach. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Lewandowski. Neuer.
France really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Gets his pass away. Zaccagni. Couldn't squeeze it through. Messi threads one in. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Gigot. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, super ball! And he's great chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Isaacson. Good spot, he's seen the run. Mbappe. Tadic. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And the whistle goes for half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0. How would you review the first half?
France clearly are benefiting from their homework. They've dealt with anything that's been thrown at them and have been smart on the break.
France come in, having established that lead. A game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. And we're underway again.
France carrying a one-goal lead.
On behind for a goal kick. Pellegrini. Castellanos. Long ball by the goalkeeper. He won't be happy with that one. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Musiala. Bruno Fernandes. Mbappe! It's a goal kick. Pellegrini. Messi demonstrating his defensive quality there. Lewandowski. And it's the goalkeeper's to claim. That's a lovely, neat pass. Team still separated by the game's only goal. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Oh.
Rovella, Bruno Fernandes gets a foot in here.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.953.
Shoots to shoot. He's missed, but not by that far.
Castellanos just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Castellanos, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Now it's Mbappe. It's Lewandowski! Rovella. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. He's through here. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And we have our very first corner. He's got a goal! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control.
Gol per la Francia. Ha segnato al 71esimo minuto numero 10.
France are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Lewandowski looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Oh, there's a probing ball. That's a shade optimistic. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
France clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Zaccagni. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Lucas Vazquez. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Shot could be on. Oh, well played, well played. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Pinches it off him. That was good alertness. The final 5 minutes. Zaccagni.
Lazio are stuck in central station, and they might find a fast track out wide if they care to look. Oh, what a Lewandowski!
Stood up well to him there.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
1 minute to add, according to the board. Bruno Fernandes. Well, played right into his path. And the referee brings it to a close. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had